All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this Thursday morning. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Just give me a little chat. Good to see you. Good to see you, Phil, Greg. Good to see you all. Danny, everybody. All right, perfect. All right, so you know what? I don't know. I thought it was a little crappy morning this morning. I didn't really see that much going on in pre-market, but all of a sudden, what the hell happened to AMC? All of a sudden, AMC just popped out of nowhere. I don't know if you guys just saw this. Just something's happening. I know they're having hearings going on with GameStop today, with Robinhood. What happened with the GameStop thing with the short squeeze? So I don't know. All of a sudden, thing just took off. Good to see you, Randy. Good to see you, buddy. AMC back to 7 cents off 680. I know. Let me tell you, that was a nice little pop right there, and she still looks pretty strong. But we'll talk about that a little bit. But before we do that, guys, just remember today is it's a really busy day today. Today we have the Cyber Expo. So if you have not registered already, I know we just posted the link up there. Let me just copy this link that Rich put in there and also put it in the Facebook and YouTube right there. So remember, a lot of great speakers. We have 5 speakers that are going to be talking about trading. You're going to learn all about swing trading, day trading, options, stocks, everything else. And you know what? Listen, the big thing is that we all need mentors. If everybody has a little bit different style. You got to listen to a couple of people, but try and do it yourself is very, very difficult. You got to be part of a team. So let's go out and let's do some shopping. I got a couple of stocks here, not that many. I actually love this AMC. Just all of a sudden, just looks great. Look at that, 5.5 million shares. Wow, thing just like that. Anyway. Let me show you what's moving, what we did trade yesterday. I want to talk about some of those. I want to talk about clips. All right, so that one right there, you could see this stock had a great pre-market trade and then popped. Stock went from $6 to $12 to $20. Traded several million shares. Like unbelievable pop-up and stuff like that. Good mover. So when we talk about this, some stocks out there that you think you missed this big one, you missed that big one. They're there every day. They're every day. There's always new ones. And, Clip was obviously a pretty good one. There was a couple other ones too. MTC was also a really nice one. Went from $3 to about $6. Now you can see it's obviously backing off right there, but she was a late runner. Nice little mover right there. What else we had? We had the NXTD was also NXTD. There we go. I don't know why I wasn't typing in. That one was a nice little cheapie, and it was going up so nice and steadily. Right around 2 o'clock, you see we're from 240 to about 340. She had a couple of nasty shakes, about 20, 30 cents. You could see that those candlesticks are pretty thick right there. But you know what? Cheap little stock. It was nice. Good afternoon runner. And the MGI was another one out there. Had a really big pop right at the gate, came back off from 11 down to 10, and then went right back to 11.50. So there were a couple of good, decent stocks out there that did make some big moves. Now, regarding about what's going on this morning, so let's just talk about AMC really quick. You could see the stock already at 650. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, this thing is just nonstop. This thing is just moving out of nowhere. Looking over there on level 3, look over there on the right-hand side. You can see over here, this is called the matrix on the trade station. You can see all those. That's the level 3 that we do use. You can see orders everywhere, popping. By the way, news did come out. Greg just got the news. AMC news, AMC had shares spike higher as traders circulate Forbes finance article. Okay, I don't know what the hell that means. Speculation on M&A from Amazon. Deal did not happen. I don't know what that means, Greg. I got to look at a little more detail, but news, listen, it obviously made whatever it was, it really made it run up. So we're going to keep an eye on AMC. A couple other ones that just came out of nowhere. JAGX. It's another stock that just made a nice little pop in pre-market right around 8:30. She had that big spike right there. You could see it ran from 270 up to 320. She came right back down and she had a really big spike. And you know what's crazy? When you look at the stock right here, remember, in class, we were talking about, obviously what's tradable and what's not tradable. That's the first T when it comes to trading. You got to know what it takes to get in. And when you look at the level 2, you can see it. It's got a very nice tight spread, a lot of tier sizes, great volume. Okay. Remember, you got to be careful of these low volume stocks. And we don't trade low volume stocks. Well, because number one, it can be manipulated. I mean, it doesn't take that much to run it up. And secondly, it doesn't take that much to hit somebody on the offer and run the stock up when everyone's showing tier size of 100 shares. So that's why we always like to trade stocks that have very, very good volume. All right. Because you could be in a position, you could see a stock run, you could chase it. Next thing you know, someone could hit the bid right before you and the thing can get crushed. And believe me, that had happened to me many times back in the SOS days. So that one looks like a pretty interesting one. I still like that she's starting to trend down. TTNP is another one that came up on my radar, up 23%. 1.8 million shares. Not, it's pretty decent amount of shares. You got some nice iceberg orders. I see there's an 18,000 shares seller right now at 450. You can see right there. That's why I kind of tested right here and backed off a little bit. But there's that big order right there. 9,000. Not seeing too many big buyers out here. You got a 16,000 share buyer here, 420. So that one doesn't look terrible. What else we got? We got the SEI. That's another one that also came up on my watch list. Listen, and everyone was always asking, where do you find these stocks? Very simple. Right here on the left-hand side, we will only trade the big percentage gainers and losers. That's really what it's at. And you can see there's a lot of them out there. And I don't tell you all of them because some of them are really penny stocks and, not a lot of garbage. You want to trade things that have good trends, good everything else. But this is what I basically found for experience telling you guys. But this one, stock's been a nice little move, $1.20, $1.80. You can see on a long-term chart. It gapped up pretty big today, but it's kind of holding pretty strong right here. I don't know if it's really an algo stock because I'm not seeing 10, 20,000 share orders out there on level 3. But she's holding pretty strong. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. IMNM is another one that came up on my radar. It's expensive. She was cheap. She was only $10. Back in January, she ran to 68 bucks. Holy crap. Could you imagine this one? This is like unbelievable. And she's still kind of creeping up a little bit. Now, this is basically, going to be a level 5 type of stock. Remember, not all of us can trade stocks. Some of them are too volatile than others. This is obviously one of them. But if you are one of the level 5 traders here at Cyber Trading, this might be up your alley. That one looks pretty decent. And I think is that all of them? Oh, I got one more. AVGR. Okay. Like I said, that's the one I called earlier. She's trying to trend down. I might scratch that out. There were other ones in here. GTEC I had in pre-market. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I didn't want to throw this on the watch list. The stock you could see was up. It's up by 200%, but she's really not going anywhere. So that's, so sometimes these stocks in the pre-market, they don't go anywhere. Like this one, I assume this is probably maybe a buyout, CAPT. The reason why I say that, because it's really been sitting here at 16. So that one, like, even though it was in pre-market, it's a scratch. Is that all of them? The TTNP was in the morning. USWS was another one. Yeah, there's like another one. I found this one this morning, and I'm, in the pre-market, and I took her off because she's trending down. She's going right back to where previous support levels resistance are from yesterday. So that's the reason why. All right. But there's not a lot today, which is kind of shocking. Bitcoin had a huge run up and it really just backed off. So, I mean, this is unbelievable what's going on in Bitcoin. Let's go check out our stocks like Riot. I mean, that thing hit $84. Yes. Look at that chart. What does that chart remind you of? To me, it reminds you of a GameStop, right? 20 to 77 to 84. So listen, it's going to back off eventually. Remember, we always teach you here at Cyber Trading University, whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. So listen, don't get greedy and cocky yesterday on something like that. If you did well, you did well. I'm just a little upset that I sold it sooner than later. All right, anything I'm missing I did not call out? AOTH is one of them. She gapped up. She's up about 5% right now. I'm not really sold on it. Got great volume, good tier sizes. I'm not too crazy about it. All right. Anything else? Anything else that we missed? All right. So I think that pretty much nails it. Now, remember, cyber traders, we always find something that always makes them, will always come up out of nowhere right when the market opens up. Some of these are not going to probably move. We only need about, one or two of them to make a pop. But this is what I basically am seeing, has some action in pre-market. And once again, what is day trading? It's not the news. It's not long-term. It's just making a day's pay, and that's it. That's what day trading is all about. All right. Just keep it simple. All right. Just to remind everybody, I just put the link up there so everyone can see that. Just make sure if you haven't registered already, we'll see you here on, we're going to be starting at 12 o'clock. Hopefully everyone will get the opportunity to be there. If you just register, at least you'll get the recordings. Okay. And what do we got? KUIK. Somebody on YouTube wants me to just bring this one up. Just bring up that one. Okay. So this is what I was talking about, Cynthia. I saw this stock too. Yes, it's the third biggest percentage gainer right now in the stock market. But she went to 20. She backed all the way down to 11. So that's why I didn't put her on the watch list. So she looks like she was up 56%. She was actually up almost 200%. So, that's why I didn't put it on there. All right. But I'm glad you brought that up because that's some of the things that we looked at we're not too crazy about. But let's get back to the market opened up. We got about less than 15 minutes. And, and like I said, if you see something, say something. I'll see everyone back here at 12 o'clock for, and we will broadcast live on YouTube and Facebook. All right, guys. So if you, but once again, make sure you are registered so you get the recordings and everything else. And you could also interact with us. All right. See you then. Be safe. And we'll start commentating in the Cyber Group room once the market opens up. Good luck, everyone.